Hey there, folks. It's the E-Man here. Man, we're having another hot day here in Maine. I think it's supposed to be hot again tomorrow, like almost 90 or something. Odd weather for Maine. It's only July. Yep, I just wanted to be here to make an update video. Check in what's going on here. Well, other than being hot, having to run the AC continuously. Yeah, drinking lots of water. Yep. Yeah, I'm in the shade. Make sure that I have direct sunlight shining in here and get hot in here. Yeah, as you know, I've been doing a lot of Lies of P videos. So I got the base game done. Now I'm going to start back on the DLC. But I think I'm going to wait a while because there's just so many. I have so many of those videos out. Yeah, I should have done Lies of P a long time ago. I don't know why I never did. Well, it was a very challenging game. I'm going to hopefully try to play it through from the beginning with the regular difficulty, with the standard difficulty. I might do a live stream of it, or I might just do it for fun. Whatever. Oh yes. Let's see. Yeah, I think like a week ago or something, I had picked this up at Walmart. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the whole classic, the entire classic series. Yeah, let's see. All 10 seasons and 193 episodes. And 3 hours of special features. Yeah, not Blu-ray, but DVD. At Walmart. I guess Walmart's starting to sell all these weird DVDs. Well, I noticed at Best Buy they don't sell DVDs anymore. So, yeah, you might want to go to Walmart and start picking these up before you're not able to get them. Yeah. I haven't opened it yet. Kind of like feeling like the right time to start watching it again. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, Turtles ruled the world. I remember watching this all the time as a kid. Like it would be on like before I had to go to school. Early in the morning, so we were able to watch it early if we got up early enough to watch it. Oh. Alright, let's see this. Sec here. Ah, yes. Sorry. My Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the full series collection, right here. We got this for like $100. It's on DVD. It's not Blu-ray, but whatever. I heard some fans were going to be doing an HD remastered like version of all of the Deep Space Nine stuff, but I feel like a lot of the CGI and stuff still looks pretty good in this as compared to like Babylon 5 or whatever. Yeah. And of course, I don't really agree with the way that they have these boxed up. Really, it's like better if it was Blu-ray, but I used to get this. You never know when the streaming services are going to start dropping this stuff, or they're going to go in and start taking out episodes or redoing them because they don't make sense in the current climate. However, Deep Space Nine really changed Star Trek for the better, I think. I remember watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine like when it first came out, and it was always really cool. Cisco becomes the main character of this, and he was one of the survivors of the battle with the Borg and stuff. So it's like a spin-off from Next Generation, like in a very well done way. I mean, I remember seeing Voyager when it first came out. Deep Space Nine. Then I saw Voyager when it first came out. Yeah, I've been a Star Trek fan for a very long time. My father was too. Of course, that was for the original series. The original series feels rather dated to try to go back and watch. But, yep, I don't like current Star Trek. I don't really like that right now. Yeah, and I had to go buy a new PlayStation 5 camo controller. I think I've said that before. Yeah, I had some joystick that came off or whatever. Yeah, I've already been looking on Steam. There's a great sale on Steam, summer sale going on Steam. So definitely check that out if you're a PC gamer. A lot of great little games that don't require a lot of graphical power to play. Yep. So there's a bunch of other games I think I'm going to start doing, and I'm probably going to go back to more retro games. I seem to have less issues with retro games. I don't have any lag problems I seem to have with the modern stuff. Lies of P was just. I think I might have figured out why that was having a problem. Yeah. Oh yes, I've heard there's an update on the analog console. If so many people are not aware of analog, they've made a lot of unique consoles. I have the Super Nintendo and the Genesis. The original the original NES was their NES FPGA. They use FPGA, which is almost exactly playing it. Supposedly like 99.9% compatibility. Yeah, it's like yeah, I heard that it is shipping July. So hopefully by July 30th I should get a notification because I have pre-ordered it. Pre-ordered it back in October, so thank goodness. I don't know why analog takes forever to tell people. People were getting worried. Some people were saying rumors it was moved to September or whatever. Yeah, analog seems weird. You know, these consoles are hard to get. Yeah, like if you didn't pre-order it back in October, you're probably not going to get one. I mean, I guess maybe if it's popular enough, but you know, their Genesis and Super Nintendo console, I think those are all sold out. You can get their analog pocket console. Some of their consoles and some of their accessories are easier to get more. Either their control, you can get a controller off of Amazon, yeah, because they changed when that controller was coming out. It was the controller releasing July 30th, so. Yes, well, I'm happy because I was really concerned that Analog was going to delay this again because it was supposed to come out back in March, Q1 of 2025, and of course, I don't know if it was the tariffs or what was going on that slowed it down. Because of course they have to make all these in China or whatever, so issues with that. But they should have been communicating what was going on. I feel like they waited to the last minute to say, oh yeah, it's going to be delayed. Kinds of weirdos out there saying all kinds of different things. A particular YouTuber, I think, was spot on, and I hope that there's not any other issues. So, by July 30th, supposedly, everyone that's pre-ordered one should be able to get one by then. Well, because the controller comes out on the 30th. Yeah, I mean, I like Analog. They make some really high quality stuff. All their consoles I have, they're still working. I don't have any particular problems with them. And there's some small issues with them, but they are great consoles, especially if you want to play your older stuff on a more modern television. They are definitely full HD, you know, yeah, it works. So I was really glad to hear about their N64 console, which I'm hoping is going to be really great. So, yeah, you can play original N64 games and controllers, so if you have a decent physical library, which I happen to have a good physical library of N64 games, because normally I would have to play them on my older CRT television to make them look good, because N64 games are hard to make look good unless you go shell out $400 for the one. But yeah, so that was just something I would want to be really happy about. Yeah, and I'm going to be doing a review on this channel of it too. Probably do an unboxing and then I will really show it off, which I regret I hadn't really done that with my other consoles. Yeah, they work with capture cards, everything, so. Yeah, and there's ways to play ROMs on them as well, and other things like that. Yeah, I'm definitely hoping it's going to be good and not going to have any issues. Yeah, I will, as I said, I will be reviewing that on this channel when I eventually get that. Yeah, well, I guess in other news, I've heard conflicting things going on with the Switch 2 and ongoing issues. Rumors of one of the new Donkey Kong games supposedly having performance issues. Like, I don't know about that, but yeah, we don't want to be talking about performance issues already. It's like, I thought they would have taken care of that. Because I remember on the original Switch, almost every time you got a Switch version of the game, it would not be optimized, have some problem, and you had to wait a couple months for patches to come out to fix it, which is always rather frustrating. And usually, it always was around third-party games. So first-party games didn't usually have any problems. So it's weird that a first-party Nintendo game is now having problems. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe add some patches, because that could have been someone playing a beta version of the game, so maybe it's going to work. I definitely hope so. I mean, it's this constant Switch 2 is getting banned. I really do not want to Switch 2. I don't want to be constantly looking over my shoulder thinking, like, I got to dot my I's and cross my T's to make sure that I'm not somehow their automated system does not detect something and just ban the console for whatever. They change it for profile name changes. Now if you play used games, used Switch 1 games, it's like where someone accidentally bought a pirated used game, I guess. Yeah, whenever you buy a cartridge game, I guess you never know if it's going to be modified or it could be some illegal ROM or something. I don't know. It's like, why should the player be penalized? They go somewhere and buy something. The site should get in trouble. Yeah, and I've heard about the FBI closing down some ROM sites and stuff. It seems ridiculous to me because you close about 5 of them down, so about 50 others will show up. Yeah, I think it's a little too late for game companies to be coming after people that use ROMs and emulators. I do. I use ROMs and emulators, but they're all for older games. For games that are like 30 years old that no one's making any money on. That's not, I don't consider that pirating. I think it's trying to preserve games. Since there's a lot of games, they're dying and disappearing and we don't even realize it. Because, game companies do not see video games like they see every other form of media. Like, there was talk where they would allow video games to be in a museum, but in a way that you wouldn't be able to play them, though. You would only be able to watch them, but couldn't play them. What's the point in that? These video games are made to be played. So you're like, well, the game companies just want to make money, and they don't like it when they don't like people playing older games, so they want to go after that market or whatever. I don't understand it. See, if Nintendo set up a website and was charging people money to buy ROMs, people would be right there buying the ROMs officially from Nintendo, have permission to use them, and pay a fee. Nintendo would be making a fortune on that, but Nintendo just doesn't want to do that. I don't quite understand why not. But, well, they want you to buy these games multiple times, not just one time. I don't know. I'm old enough to remember a time when games were, just easy. I thought it was just much easier to play games. I guess games were more fun. I feel like, the gaming industry is just so concerned on the newest and greatest console, but they don't really think about the games anymore. The games are fun and worth playing. Yeah, I just think the age of innocence of the video game industry it's gone. Nintendo has kind of become like every other company. They're out for some money, and that's what they care about. The banning of consoles is just kind of insane. It's just crazy. I think Nintendo's just mad, and they really want to go after somebody. Yeah, hopefully Mario's not going to come bust out my door, break my legs or something. It's like, I don't know. What is like? Are they going to come after people that have ROMs next? I remember when Napster was out. Yeah, they were saying they were going to go after everyone that downloaded the music. It's like, why are you going after the people that downloaded the music? Why don't you go after the website, which is where they got the music from? Yeah, and then that's why now a lot of sites now can be held accountable for what people are doing on them. So that's a particular issue. If there's sites charging money for these ROMs, then yeah, that's probably an issue. But current games that you can currently buy, I don't agree with people doing that. But people are going to do it, whatever. I think the idea is that companies need to understand that people are going to be pirating these games. People are going to be doing all kinds of things. There's no way they're going to be able to control it. There's just some people out there that are really smart and know how to do this stuff. And no matter what they do, they're not going to be able to keep everything their way. And well, supposedly in other countries, Nintendo has gotten in trouble with the banning of consoles. But it's just a whole other thing. I feel bad for people who bought a Switch 2 and now there's not much worth playing. I had heard rumors of a Nintendo Direct. Not really sure when that's happening. Supposedly we're finally going to get a release date for Metroid Prime 4, which maybe they're having issues because I thought they were going to have a Switch 1 version of Metroid Prime 4, so maybe there's been some issues with that. Or maybe they might drop the Switch 1 version completely. I'd love there to be a bundle of Metroid Prime 4 with the Switch 2. Yeah, I really had my doubts about wanting to get a Switch 2. Yeah, Nintendo's probably going to get really sued at some point. They're going to have to figure something out. Yep. Well, anyway, yes, I just wanted to do a quick update video. You know I'm still alive, so I'm not like dying from playing Lies of P too much, but yeah, to take a little bit of a break from that. It would have been better to do a live stream because I can have almost unlimited time, but it's very hard to find time to do that. I don't know where a lot of these streamers find time to do that. Because I have tons of other responsibilities I gotta do. Alright, well, please like and subscribe. Yeah, as always, please like and subscribe. And yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, and leave any comments you might want about. Is there like some games or some movies or some particular thing you would want me to talk about? Because I always have many ideas of what to talk about. I organize it in my own mind. I don't edit my videos, so I have to. Yeah. And I do read the comments. I may not respond, but I do see them. I appreciate the good ones. I don't appreciate the bad ones, but it's like people have a right to their opinion. If someone wants to think bad of me, like whatever. I mean, I just here for fun. I'm not a pretend persona. This is who I am all the time. It's not just some show I put on. Anyway, I'll see you guys later then. Alright, yeah, I hope you guys are having a great summer. And that you had a great 4th of July, though that was a while ago, but yeah. Great summer. Well, I need to get out and go do stuff. I need to ask time off at work. I haven't really done that a lot. Well, sometimes there's bills to pay. It's kind of nice to have the money. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do actually work, so I don't do YouTube as a full-on job. Yeah, and I'm not no issue against YouTubers that do, but I think it's a little bit insane. I would think they would get disconnected from reality a little bit and like kind of forget what it's like to be, people working a normal job. Yeah, because I have a normal job, and then when I'm done, I come home, relax a little bit, and then I won't try to do a video if I'm feeling like it or not. Yeah, then I have to figure out, have dinner, take a shower, and then right back and do it again tomorrow. So, yeah. Yep, so I'll see you guys later then. Oh yeah, don't be concerned. A lot of times if you see me wearing the same shirt in videos, it usually means I just doing the video right after it. Yeah, so don't think I'm wearing the same shirt for a couple days in a row. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's how it gets recorded. All right, I'll see you guys later, man. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.